Okay, here we are. Tonight I've been kind of playing around with some good old CLR here. Calcium lime and rust remover. And I was brought some rocks back from the river. Some different random rocks. Not really sure what they are. Lighting's a little bit bright. There we go, that's a little better. Yeah, like I said, not really sure what any of these really are. I'm not a geologist, and just play around with this stuff. But today, I believe we're going to do a little CLR test. We're going to place some of these random rocks in here, and let's see what happens. So I'm going to start with this, it's like crystally orange with little silvery specks in it. Let's see what happens. Let me put it in here. It's starting to bubble. I don't know if you can see that on the video. Here, we'll put it over. Get a different angle. You can see it's kind of bubbling a little bit there. Whatever's happening, it's not happening very fast. So, oh, I dropped you. Okay. So let's put another one in here. Kind of dipped this one in earlier. Started bubbling right away, but let's see what happens. Drop the whole thing in here without breaking my Pyrex. Yeah, no reaction so far. Doesn't surprise me. Because I guess it would have to be rust or calcium or lime in order to be dissolved. But I'm just wondering if I can get some of these to do something really cool. I must got wet there. I don't recommend doing this, by the way. It's really bad for your skin. It does say corrosive right on it, but hey, it's just me. I'm stubborn like that. I'll put this aside here for a second. I'll have a look at this one. These ones that I dropped in here earlier, they've been in for about a half an hour or so only. This one doesn't surprise me. Nothing happened to it. Just got wet. I can't really see that. There we go. Really cool looking, but it looks like it might have actually been doing something. This is a piece of this, which is extremely cool. Maybe a low quality jade, I'm not exactly sure. It's got really sharp edges and it shatters. Yeah, if anybody knows what this is, let me know. Okay. And again, this one just got really cool looking when it got wet, but it also wasn't completely submerged. But I put these all back. Some of these will go back in here, not all of them. I put some of them back in. This is like a red brick kind of red with real clear, maybe quartz veins through it. Nothing's been happening to this yet. It's been pretty inactive. Same with this one. And that one. Nothing happened to that either. But this one's the interesting one. I saved the best one for last out of this batch. This one hasn't stopped bubbling since it's gone in there. My fingers are starting to burn a little. So this one I think I'm going to, I can't really see it. It's either too much light or not enough. I'll figure out my lighting. Bear with me, guys. I'm new to this. So, that one's still got just a one little string of bubbles coming out of it. We have this. It's like a quartz of some sorts. Instant reaction. It's not really crazy reaction, but it's bubbling. Another piece of quartz mixed with some grayish green stuff. Not sure. Put this in and see what happens. It's not, just getting a few little bubbles on it, but maybe it just takes time to react. So I'll put this one in the bigger pail, bigger pan over here. My fingers are getting sticky. Okay, what else we got in here we can try? There's this little one. Kind of like a red bricky with quartz. No reaction at all. Put my little heart rock. We won't test that one. We'll put that one aside. What else we got here? This one, I don't think it's going to do anything. But let's see. Oh, I got some bubbles and some possibly calcium little flakes coming up and boiling up and going to the surface. Maybe it's got some calcium carbonate in there. This is just an agate. Let's see what happens. No, nothing. Take that one out again. What else we got in here? We tried one of those already. Oh, big chunk. So, yeah. And no reaction from that one. Oh, well, I guess I can't put it there, can I? Alright, what else is in here? This one kind of looks really cool. Let's get a look at this one if we can. It's got some ridge lines in there. It's got some iron pyrite. It's got a piece of quartz stuck on it. It's got some iron pyrite And not sure what that is. I have to look that one up. Let's see what happens. Oh, this one's bubbling. I don't know if you can see that on the camera or not. See coming off the side there. It's got some bubbles. It's got some bubbles going on. So I'll take these other ones out here. They're not doing anything. And this one's got like a really crystalline quartz in here. I think that sounds about right. Let's see what it does. It's it's weird. It's actually attracting the other bits of calcium carbonate in the CLR here. It's not going to do anything. What else we got in here? Oh, this one's a really cool piece. When I picked this one up, it was wet, and you can almost see through it. Like, I wish I had this. I wish I could see this better. Right here, let's set you up this way. Like, the light really goes through it, even when it's dry. Gotta get something better set up here for my video. Sorry, I'm stuck using a phone. Okay. If I bump the table, it's gonna fall again. But let's get this in here fast. See if it does anything. It only takes a few seconds, and I'm not seeing anything, so that piece doesn't seem to do anything. What else is in here? Something different. Oh, this piece. It's really shiny, kind of like a quartz, but not a smooth. It's like a grainy quartz. Kind of feels like sand, like a fine grit sandpaper on the surface. Very sharp, jagged edges. Fractures when you break it, like pieces flying everywhere. But let's see what it does in the CLR. Oh no, again it's attracting things to it. Maybe that's just the water tension or the liquid tension that's doing that. Let's see. There's some really cool pieces in here, actually. Sorry for the noise, but hey, it is a video about rocks. Here's another agate. It's a different color, so hey, why not? Let's try it out. And absolutely nothing. Okay. We got this piece here. And you can tell that it's got some iron pyrite, maybe. It's got some quartz in there. Some other shiny black in here as well. But let's see what happens. And oh, I got some bubbles on the backside. I don't know if you can see them. It's not a lot. Just one little trail coming up there. I think whatever it was, it's done. Okay, you know what? That one is a potential for putting in. I'm going to do an overnight soak as well. I'm going to have to do an update video. I can't, because I'm using my phone, I can't pause it and leave it overnight. As soon as my screen blacks out, it'll stop my video for me. So I'll have to do this as a two-part. Let's see what that does. Just really glassy quartz, kind of smoky in the center. See what happens. Nothing. Okay. Yellowy kind of quartz. Orange, I mean, not yellow. Oh, don't want to break my Pyrex. I'm not sure what this one is. I'm not. I need to do some more research on some of these rocks. Got this one over here, and this bowl over here is bubbling like crazy now. Okay, that's doing nothing. Let's see. I'm going to put a few. We're getting close to the end here with these, for the ones that I'm going to test anyway. So these other ones are a little bit too big to fit in my pan. So I'll just put those aside for now. Nope. That one didn't do anything. This is some really jagged. It's got iron ore. It's got this like a turquoise. This turquoise and it kind of mixed with the weird blue. And it's got some pyrite in there. Let's see what happens. We'll leave that one for a minute. We'll go on with some more stuff here. It's a piece of, I believe it's similar to jet, but it's got the same texture as jet, but it's not black. It's a blue-gray. I'm surprised the iron oxide's not reacting in there. The whole rusty rock. This one's kind of like it's got like an agate on one side, but then it's kind of like this on the other side. I'm not sure. Let's see what happens. I'll put it in this side down, because I know what's going to happen to the other side. Nothing. Just like the last 6 rocks like this. So I'm going to leave that one in there. Then we got this cool one. This one looks really cool when it's wet. I don't know how well you can see those lines. Turn the camera or the light away a little bit. You can see the orange lines and white and gray. It's actually got some gray lines in there as well. So we'll throw that one in here as well and see what happens. Then, no, I'm going to carefully transfer this into this, because this one is starting to overflow a little. I'm going to move this one back out of the way. I'm going to leave that one overnight, and I'll check it again in the morning. But what I really want to show you is the reaction. These two, by the way, didn't really do much. But this one, I don't know, can you see that there? That one looks like it's going to turn into something pretty cool, I think, by give it a few days. This one might take, but who knows? See what it might do overnight. Actually, put a little more CLR back in here. So this one's completely covered. Okay, and we'll reconvene in the morning and we'll see what we get out of this. Good night.